Let's get to the gritty nitty. To the surprise of no one, the final match was a Necro's mirror. I don't snore. Apparently something new came up and some people are choosing to play two Necros or Trishula as opposed to one. I thought the main reason why people only played one Trishula is because Necro Cycle can bring it back. But seeing how the deck is basically played in the order of operations, as you will, you just wanted to Jin lock your opponent first turn, basically. Having the second Trishula helps with that if your opponent decides to play something that targets it. The Clausulus, I mean. Necros or Trishula has an effect in the hand. They all do. That negates the activation of a card or effect that would target a Necros. So I suppose that people are now understanding that that effect seems pretty good besides just being able to trish your opponent. Speaking of which, I guess this would be a pretty opportune time to talk about Necros or Gungnir. I feel like this card is decent. I don't feel like it's necessary, but it does help against those people that only play Regeki and Darkhold to get out of the Jin lock. Not every deck plays Book of Eclipse. This would basically make it harder for them to get past it, but I don't play Necros. I don't want to play this shit. People got their reasons for doing it, whatever. And don't ask why I have an Ultimate Necros or Gungnir. Now you know I had to talk about Inferno is because that shit was in a feature match against Shadalls. And I don't remember which game it was, either game 2 or 3, whatever. He played Arcelor Christie in his deck. I understand why he played it, reasoning Monster Gate. We only got one Monster Gate. To me, this shit isn't new because the OCG deck list, Summer Inferno deck list, side deck the Christia, they have 3 Monster Gate. It'd be real nice if we get 3 Monster Gate. So this type of thing, I would understand if he played it in the main deck. I'm not necessarily sure. But besides the fact that I feel like his deck was pretty random all over the place, played Rhoda and Charge and traps and things, people can do whatever they like. It was cute that the Christia ended up winning him the match, even though early in that game, he set 4. What in the fuck are you setting in an Infernoid deck? Like, if it ain't Void Seer, if it ain't Book of Eclipse or Book of Moon, what the fuck are you setting? He set, like, a Burial, 2 Space, and some other shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? He ended up getting punished for his insolence. Shaddoll player, mathematician, some Felice, Synchro in the Black Rose. Not Moonlight. And even with him getting minus like that, later on in the game, surprisingly, he wasn't dead yet. This came out off of a reasoning, and he basically put the nail in the coffin. There was a Mecha Phantom Beast deck that was played against, what the fuck else? Necros. And I believe the reason that he won his match against Necros is, besides him OTKing the Necros player for 8,100, I believe, or at least that's what the commentator said, he also main deck mistake in his deck. If Necros do not have a way to get the mistake off the field, they are basically fucked. They basically have to play the game like everybody else does. Hope that you naturally draw them shits, but that didn't happen. I understand that some people may take Mecha Phantom Beast beating Necros in a match out of context. I still feel the Mecha Phantom Beast are pretty damn inconsistent. For you to do any significant plays, you need to draw the card that lets you search for other things. That doesn't really make sense. But the Mecha Phantom Beast player got pretty fortunate. And it was cool to watch, I guess. But people take that shit like, eat shit, Necros. Damn, son, you were mad. You saw what the fuck happened, right? Necros end up taking the event yet again. So it really didn't mean shit. I'm pretty sure there's some other things. But those are the only things that kept my attention. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate it. If you would like to support me in some form or fashion, all I ask is you spend literally seconds out your day to click an advertisement. The money goes towards rent, and I'd be grateful, appreciative. I'm going to say thank you very much in advance. You can find some time to do that. And for those that wanted to see what exactly I was talking about, the links are in the description. You're welcome.